Wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pressure coming. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snapped it in the shotgun. Under fire. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Fitz working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanting to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Working the middle. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They want to throw it. Gets it out fast. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Creates a little room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Caught over the middle, it's Peoples. Just what they hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Now the play fake. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Buys a little extra time. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Slings it downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Concepcion. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On the set. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys...
Catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. They want that clock to run. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That #1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it behind the line. That's Peoples. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going for it all. Makes a grab for a big play. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. It's complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now this defense taking one back to the house. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To throw, it's Reed. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA